Hey, welcome to SWG's Woodworking channel. Today I'm going to show you how I attach this fence on this panel cutting jig and this runner on the bottom to go in your slot on your table saw. So if you're interested on how I do that, stick around, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Okay, we got everything set up here. Now I'm just going to measure over from the edge of the board to where I need to make my mark for my runner that goes in the miter gauge groove on the table saw. And I believe it's 6.5 inches from the edge of the board. That way, yeah, I'm just getting my drawing there to confirm my measurement. I believe it was 6.5 inches. And I'm measuring over from the edge of the board, marking it 6.5 inches. Now I grab my framing square, draw a straight line, square with my plywood there. So I get it, struggling to, there we got it. Nope, struggling to get it, keep it square. Marked out, double check my drawing, and checking my music on my phone. Or no, I'm pulling up the drawing on my phone because it's hard to see on the paper. It didn't print off good for whatever reason, so I'm double checking it on my phone. And there we go. Okay. So I got my runner, lay it out, and then it sticks over, I think, 7 inches. That one side, the edge I'm standing on. I'm lining up with my line, so I went over and got some spring clamps to hold it. Rotate or slide it out. One spring clamp on one side. Get my framing square. Make sure it's square with the piece. Rotate the piece around. Spring clamp and double check the square. Looks pretty square. Alright. Okay. I got my runner square with my line, square with my plywood, and now we're moving on to the next step, which is drill and screw it. Apparently I didn't have everything ready, so now I'm looking for my countersink drill bit that I bought. There they are. And my drill. I'm getting my Phillips bit. Open up the new countersink drill bit. I'll try to open it with a dull knife. I sharpened my knife since this day, so I have a sharp knife now. Alright, now it's fighting me to come out of that. I'm trying to just take one bit. There's 4 bits in there. I'm just trying to take one out. It's just fighting me. So put it in the drill. Put my knife away. Alright, come back over to the other side. See, that's my countersink bit. And just double checking the depth. And just drill it in and countersink it. Alright, you saw me there pre-drill it with the small countersink on that pre-drill bit. Now I'm looking for, I have an actual countersink bit I'm getting with a different drill. And I'm going to put a real countersink. I actually went a little bit far on this one, a little bit deep for that. You can't really see it, it's hard to zoom in on that, but we actually put a pretty deep countersink in it. Make sure my screw, get the right length of screw. Screw it in. Boom, just like that. Switch back. Pre-drill some more. Hit it with the countersink. Not as deep. Switch out a bit. Get a screw. Put a screw in. That's how I did it. Pretty basic stuff. I think I'm going to a longer screw. I just switched screws. Yeah, I went to a little bit longer screw. Pretty basic stuff. Not overly complicated. But that's how I attach the runner. And then, of course, the reason you countersink it is so it doesn't rub on the table top. So, pre-drill it. Bump it with the countersink bit. Put the screws in. Easy peasy, simple. Real simple. That is done. So, no big deal. And now showing each one. Pretty simple. Alright, next step is now we're going to attach the fence or the stop on the top side of the jig. And it's pretty much the same process as the runner. We just got it squared up, clamped up. We're going to pre-drill it with the pre-drill and then bump it with the countersink. So, stick around for that. Alright, now I'm just showing that you want to keep things square with the plywood. So the fence, I got my framing square there. I just want to keep it square with the plywood. Everything's square. I got a clamp. I'm going to put a third one on just for extra. Check my ends. And everything's lined up. And once I get everything square, we will grab the drills with the pre-drill bit and start attaching it. Alright, here's number one. Okay, so here's a kind of a zoomed in of the pre-drill. Pre-drill in the first hole. Hole number 2. Not very straight on my holding my drill. Now I just bump it with the countersink. Zip. Just a couple little quick zips. Switch to my screw head bit. Get my drill. Grab a couple of screws. And secure it down. That's it. Easy peasy. Pretty simple. That's it. Okay, now that I got 2 screws in, we will put the last 2. I did 4 for each piece. So, same process. Just pre-drill it with the pre-drill and the small countersink. And then, yeah. Alright, now we're just putting the last 2 in, same process. Pre-drill it, throw the countersink, and just bump it real quick. Countersink, don't need too much. You do too much, and even though it's hardwood, it drills out really fast. And that's it. Put the screws in, and it is secured. Pretty slick. That's how I attached it. Just double checking my square. Everything stayed square. That's it. That's how I attached the fence and the runner. Thanks for watching.